Good morning, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Classroom Setup. If you're new here, my name is Emma. I am a second year first grade teacher and we're setting up the classroom today. The car is loaded. It is about 7:30. Michael and I are headed to school. Well, we're headed to Starbucks and then we're headed to school. This setup is going to be very different obviously than like last year. I'm not really starting from scratch, but I'm still feeling excited. I wasn't super excited until we started to get ready and load the car, and now I'm kind of feeling like flashbacks from last summer and just how exciting it was to get into that classroom. So if you're new here, please make sure that you subscribe and also go follow me over on Instagram. It's also Elementary with Emma so that you don't miss out on my whole second year journey. I vlogged my whole first year journey. I vlogged my classroom setup last year. I will link the playlist to last year's setup videos if you've not already seen those. Definitely go watch those. Time to go to Starbucks and get to work. I have not been to school since our last day, which was June 1st. It was a work day. It's really crazy to me that it's already time to go in and set up my classroom. I am a little nervous though because I'm pregnant, if you don't know, and so I'm having Michael come today to help me with all of the things that I probably shouldn't do on my own. All right, I will see y'all when we get to school. We made it. Michael's getting the last load. Let me show you before. If you didn't watch my teardown video, I will show you what we're working with. First thing we need to do is move all of our furniture to where I want it. Just warming up, just Michael things, because that's gonna be hard to do on my own. And then I can work on this Tetris wall. That's gonna be really hard to do on my own. Maybe even some of this stuff too. And then I want to put together my chair. And then the only other thing I want you to do that's not really labor is I'm replacing my number posters up there. And I don't feel like it's smart for me to stand on a chair. Do you agree? I can do it, but okay. Why are you so weird? All right, here's the before. Don't do that. I mean, you can, but don't be so aggressive with it. All right, what do you want to do first? The furniture? What? It turns. Keep turning. Yeah. You're gonna break that chair. I've had so many kids fall out of those chairs. So we pulled all the furniture off of here and now it's just everywhere. I went ahead and kept the layout the same pretty much. I did get rid of my circle table and so I need to get a new table, but I'm not gonna worry about that today. I'm struggling now with where to put things, especially for my dramatic play and stuff, because I wanted to have an art lab separate from my creation stations. And I still need to put my morning choice somewhere. And I did not have as much room. I was thinking that if I moved my table in front of here instead of caddy corner, it would save me some space. And then back here, I could put the art lab or my cool down spot. But it really didn't save me space because I still have my fridge. So that's what I need to figure out. I also put the mailboxes over here. Last year they were here and it was fine, but it kind of made this area really crammed when they would wash their hands or get their bins. And I just want to really make this space more open. So I'm really out of breath. I put the mailboxes there. This area is what I really want to figure out. I think I'm gonna see how many book bins I can fit up here, see if it's too crammed or if it would work. And if that works, then that'll save me some space with those like cubes that I could use elsewhere. But if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna need to find a spot for those cubes and my book bins as well. I can already tell that's so much better. Oh my gosh. Oh my word, are you kidding me? I need to like find a spot and sit down and chat with you. We went to Chipotle because we both were a little hangry. Then Michael went home because he just had some like grad school work to do. He helped me so much, so grateful. But I was walking to my room just now and I ran into two of my students from last year. They're tutoring, like doing summer school. And that just made my heart so warm and fuzzy and like just made my whole day. So I think I'm gonna show you like around what we've done because I've done a lot, but at the same time I still have so much more to do. I didn't want to like push it too much today, especially because I have all of next week that I was planning on coming in. All that's really left is a bunch of little things which are gonna take me so long, and like the little details, trying to figure them out how I want them and organization and all that, and that takes me a while. So I would rather have like extra time and then I get to enjoy my summer more than run out of time and be like super stressed out and overwhelmed. So since I'm in the mood, we're just gonna keep going. So let me show you what I've done. Here's what it looks like. Still a mess for sure, but A lot has been done, especially on this side of the room. Starting over here, we've got my desk area pretty situated. I haven't decided if I want to add anything over here. I don't know. I don't want it to be too crammed, but I don't know. And then Michael went ahead and changed out my number posters. I like these a lot. And I did not notice though, there's no 0, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. I put up our schedule, which I love how small it is. Put up our, my bulletin board, or my whiteboard border, my calendar, our points, our early finisher, mini board. Oh, these are our, for like the short date. But the kitchen is together. I can't remember if I have decorations for back to school or not. I think I already said I moved the mailboxes over here, and I really like that because this back area is where I've made the most progress and it's so much more open. So we'll talk about that in a minute. This looks a lot better. Still not done. We swapped out those rainbow tassels for these, and I definitely like them better. I just hate these bins and the colors, and I don't love them, but I'm not willing to go purchase 20 more. It's too much money, so I'm not going to. This cart that used to be here is now here, and I have new labels for this, so I could do that today maybe. And this is like their cart, but I like that this is more pushed back and like hidden. Over here is where I've definitely made the most progress. So this is what we're working with all of my play stuff. These are my creation stations. This is the pocket chart that goes with it. This is currently the art lab. This is like all of our art materials, but I'm thinking, I was brainstorming on the way over, I have this extra cart because I used to have this behind my desk, but I got this cart instead, and I like this a lot better, and I don't want to stick this behind my desk too, like that's too much. But I was thinking I could make this my art cart and put all my art supplies there and put that here instead. Because it'd be a little bit more compact and more organized. So I might try that. These are all of my morning choice tubs. And then this is my cool down spot, which last year, this was a lot more secluded. I think these were in here, but it was so crammed because there wasn't enough room. And when I turned this, like I did last year, it just closes off the space more because this feels so much bigger than this. And I just love how open this whole area is. Like this just makes me so happy to have all this open space, especially because all this will be gone. Like that cart is pushed back. So I think I'm gonna keep the layout. I might just need to tweak it a little bit. I am a little worried about the cool down spot being kind of in the open because I had it so secluded last year. And I noticed when they were in the cool down spot, one, it was very purposeful. Like I'm going to for sure keep it. But when they were there, I couldn't really keep track of what they were doing or watch them because it was so like secluded, which is good and bad, but it meant I couldn't like keep them accountable. And if you see on the back of my book display, there's a lovely drawing, a large drawing that somebody did when they were there that I had no idea because they were just like so not visible to me. And I feel like I probably should make that a little bit more exposed. And then, okay, let's keep going. I'm getting distracted. Then I put out all their book bins. I am not obsessed, but I think we're gonna try it. I was a little worried that these are gonna like fall over. But I think when they're fuller, they won't, because last year they really didn't. Once they have things in them, these are the ones from Target, and they are much, much better than Dollar Tree because they are sturdier and they don't really fall over, and I really prefer those. So I think that'll be good. And then this is like just I think going to be my storage or things that they might need to grab. So these are indoor recess games, puzzles, whiteboards. This is all mine. And then I don't know what will go under here, but I'm sure that I'll find something. That's the update. So I've got a lot of work left to do, but I've also done a ton. Obviously I have to redo these labels. Maybe I'll just use some vinyl, we'll see. But then this will be when they're at the art lab, then they can like choose from any of the materials. So I'll put, honestly, this might be nice because then I can clear out some of those tubs of like paint and paintbrushes and I don't know, I just have a lot of art supplies up there, so like construction paper that they're able to use. It just didn't work well having all my art stuff in a tub last year. And then they can even use this like if we're like doing arts and crafts or doing a craft or something. Here's a tip for you. Get something like this for lost crowns because I had this be used so much last year. I need to tape this better, but if we were coloring and they were like, I can't find my yellow, they could come borrow my yellow and then they put it back. And this is a lifesaver. So if you're a new teacher, do this. I'm really excited about this. So I'm gonna fill it up and write down the labels that I'm gonna need to make. It feels really strange to be here. It's just weird. I was thinking last night, once I like decided I was gonna come in today, it's weird comparing like last year to this year in terms of setup, because like last year I was counting down the days that I could until I could get in, and I like barely slept the night before because it felt like Christmas morning. And this year I'm like, got like a week left of summer, maybe I should set up my room. But now that I'm like in here, it feels pretty good to be back, I will say. And like seeing some of my kids like last year just now was really sweet and just made me excited for this year and all of the new kiddos that I will get to meet. Something that just drove me nuts last year were my supply bins because I did not buy hardly any of them. The only ones I bought are these like pretty blue ones. They're from Walmart, and the rest were given to me, and I could not justify buying like a whole new set just because they weren't the colors that I wanted. But they've bothered me all year, and I don't feel like it's smart to spray paint them because I don't think with that material it's going to stay. Everything I spray painted last year chipped and peeled everywhere, and I'm not dealing with it. It's not worth it. It's also not worth like spending that much money on something just to look a little better. So I changed the order so that it was like color coded or like in rainbow order, and I actually think it helps a little bit. I don't know, I wish these could all be black and white or all black or all white, but I don't know. You guys, it is 2:30. I keep like stopping and just staring for like 5 minutes, and then I'll do one really small thing, and then I'll just stop and stare, and then I'll do one really small thing, and I think that means it's time for me to go. I'm feeling very tired. I know what I need to do when I get home, like over the weekend, for when I come back next week. I know what I still need to do next week. I think the last thing I'm gonna do is just kind of like tidy it up a little bit because it looks like a mess. Leaving it that way is gonna like stress me out because I don't want to come into it a mess next time. So I'm gonna tidy up, and then I'll give you an overview, and then I'll get out of here. You know my body never known. 2:45. Let me show you what we're working with. So over here, this looks pretty much the same from last year. I didn't have to change any of that. I did change these headers because I just didn't like the different colors. I wanted it all to be black, so I did that. Our kitchen's here. These are probably not gonna stay here. This, I have no idea if I'm gonna use it or not because I'm still debating if I want to use this for my book bins because this is kind of overwhelming to me, but I don't know. Haven't decided, so that's just gonna chill there till I decide. Nothing over here is new since you've seen it. This is what the back is looking like. So all of this I'm getting rid of. I don't know about all like the bins and stuff, but if I don't have a use for them, I'm just gonna put them in the like workroom. And then I've got all these lap desks because I don't know if we're gonna have regular lunch this year, so I'm not obviously gonna get rid of them, and the district bought them, so don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Hopefully we won't need them and I can like store them in the basement or something. And I say hopefully we won't need them because I don't want to eat lunch in our classroom. But all of this is going to be donated to other teachers here. I need to put the numbers back in here. I don't know, I'm not obsessed with it, but I think it'll work for now. Student cart. I also put this here because I thought maybe water bottles, lunches, library books can go here. Don't know. This is what this corner is looking like. I'm gonna take this down, I think, and put the tier 2 chart here, but that'll be for the next time that I come. This is the setup. These are like all of our math and phonics games that used to be in here, but they're all skills that were like the end of the year. Things that they're not gonna be able to do like the first weeks of school. So I need to just sit down and take all those out, file and organize them, and then make them like appropriate for back to school time. This is what my like play centers are looking like. This up here is still a mess, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't think anything's really changed since I showed you last. Oh, I need to, before I go, make a list of what I've put in here. Don't know that it's permanent, but I'm really excited about this. I think it's just gonna be so nice. But I just have like notebook paper, white paper, coloring, scrapbook paper, colored construction paper, paint and paintbrushes, colored pencils. This one's empty. Don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Stickers and glue. Then this is all my morning choice stuff, so I want to like vinyl or something. Vinyl, or maybe find a little sign that says morning choice, cool down spot. Okay, then we come over to my library. I'm hoping to be able to put my IKEA rug back that I had last year before they made me take it away. These scoops, I don't know if they'll stay. I want to at least keep 2, but I don't want all of them. Not a huge fan of the book bin situation, but it works for now. We'll see if I end up changing it. Still indoor recess and puzzles, whiteboards. This is my cart. That's still not super organized just yet. And then up here I'll put like my copies for that day, and then maybe what I need to copy, because I realized there is not a 2 copy drawer, or maybe even like to file, I don't know. Toolbox, microwave, fridge. This is what my whiteboard is looking like. Got my calendar, schedule, and yeah, that is how we're doing. I definitely still have a lot of work to do. It doesn't really look like it. I got a ton done today, and I knew it wouldn't be quite as much time as last year, of course, but even though it looks like pretty good, there's still so many little details that go into like each little area that are nowhere near done and like organized and ready for kids to show up, if that makes sense. So I'm happy that like the bones and the structure is done, and now I know what I need to do when I get home. I know what I need to do next week in terms of organization and planning, and just really like making sure each space is as purposeful as possible. I'm gonna end this setup day 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed. I am able to see like the people who watch my videos who are subscribed versus not subscribed, and it's like split 50-50. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Stick around for my second year of teaching first grade. I'm so excited. And it feels good to be back. It feels good to get my life a little bit more in order. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.